All right, so you are going to be making a digital collage. You're going to use remove BG to edit the background out of images that you find off Google. If you want your collage to have a theme, you could. If you want it to just be, kind of all over the place, maybe just some images you find interesting or images that kind of describe you, that's fine as well. So here's my example so far. I chose to do a black background. You can choose to keep it white. You can make your own choice on what color, or if you want it to be a gradient, you can do that as well. I just feel like the black kind of makes some of the colors pop. All right, so I'm going to go to Google first, and I'm going to stick with a theme of flowers for mine. So I'm just going to type in the word flower. I'm going to go to images, and then I'll look for ones that kind of catch my eye, but also have somewhat of a simple background or a background where you can tell what the main focus is. So this would be a good example here. This yellow really jumps out from all the rest of this green and some of this pink. So using the Remove BG website, it should do a pretty good job of cutting this out. Notice that I clicked on the image to open it up. From here, you can either click on the image, like right click on it and save image, or if you are comfortable doing this with your trackpad, I know it can be kind of tricky, you can drag. Oh, it's not letting me drag this. All right, let's try another one. Nice thing about Google is after you open up an image, if you scroll down, you can see images that are similar. So let's try this one. So I'm going to drag and drop this up to my Remove BG tab, which I did already have open. And then I'll just drop it. Okay, so that one did a really good job of editing the background. If you still have parts in there that you don't want, like maybe I want to erase a little bit of this stem, I'm going to click Edit, which was that little paintbrush icon right here. There's an option for you to erase. You can also zoom in so you can be a little bit more careful. Change your brush size if you need to. And then you can go in and do a little bit of touching up. If you accidentally erase a part you don't mean to, you can undo that. Maybe I zoom in even just a little bit more. All right, I'm going to call that close enough. From here, I can download my image, go back to Google Slides, go to Insert, Image, Upload from Computer. Here's the flower that I just edited. It's either going to be in your Downloads folder or maybe it goes to your Google Drive. It just depends on how you're saving it. If your image has a lot of extra space around it that you don't need, you can crop that out by either clicking the crop tool or double clicking. Just heads up, you only want to slide it when you see the up and down arrow in two different directions. Like this right here, if I see 4 arrows, that's not going to crop it. It's going to move my image. So when I see the 2 up and down, I can crop, and then I can figure out where I want to place it. Feel free to overlap things. If you want to change your layers, how they are stacked, you can right click on the image, order, and then send things to front or send things backwards. You can also hold down the control button, and while you're holding that down, press the up and down arrow. So I'm holding down control, and then the more times I press the arrow, right now I'm pressing it down, this is pressing it up, the more layers it does move in between. Okay. I would say fill this up with about 20 different images. If you can fit in more than that, great, but I do want to see at least 20 images. And again, feel free to size things. They can go off the edges, so don't feel like you need to place everything perfectly within the workspace. All right. And that's it.